Hey there, how's it going? It's a sports algorithm recap from Wednesday, April 27th. I'm fighting all my allergies. Went out and rollerbladed for like 7 miles today to get rollerblade to the beach and back. Feeling a little bit better. Got some sun. So how are things going tonight? A couple games are still going, but we'll talk about what is already finished and things that are in progress. The Bucks beat the Bulls. We predict the Bucks score exactly 116. We over predict the Bulls score, but the Bulls were showing some injuries, having 30% of their productive team members, according to the algorithms, players were hurt today for the Bulls. So kind of predictable there. So Milwaukee does win, and they do cover. We didn't think they were going to cover, but they end up covering because the Bulls get less than we thought. The Golden State and Denver game, this is where I said take Denver plus 8.5 because it's a close game margin-wise. And right now, Denver, I think, is up a little bit at the beginning of the second half, actually. So we'll see how that goes. That's NBA. NHL, very funny day. So it says 1-4. Looks bad, but if you watch the video, I talked about the games today. I mentioned how hockey's crazy hockey this time of year, and some really odd things happen. Unbelievable line. Arizona beats Dallas. Like, Dallas was supposed to win to lock a playoff spot. Amazing shootout here between Vegas and Chicago. Goes like 7 or 8 rounds with nobody scoring. Chicago ends up winning it. End of Vegas' season. And, Dallas is going to advance anyway. But weird. Underdog Montreal beating the Rangers because it doesn't matter. The only underdog that didn't hit so far is Winnipeg because Seattle's winning 3-2 in the second or third period, I think, right now. So this game's still going on. But yeah, that's how unpredictable hockey can be this time of year. At least we kind of knew that it was to be predictably unpredictable. How about baseball? So what we're looking at with baseball, with just the San Francisco and the Angel game still going on, but the Angels are winning pretty big, like 7-2 right now. So what's happening here is San Francisco is supposed to come back, according to the algorithm. We're looking at all 2022 stats here. So if San Francisco loses and they don't come back, this is a losing day. I'm down 13% overall. Our underdogs, we hit Boston as an underdog, but you don't hit Detroit. Seattle loses by 1, so they cover their run line of plus 1.5, but they don't win the game, losing 3-2. Texas, same thing, actually. So the 2022 look of 8-7 is actually not that great. Now, that for those of you who are from the church of, I want more stats, give me a full season of 2021, I'd rather use something like that or a blended version of both. Well, here's your 2021 view when you can use 2021 pitching stats for people. And what you get here is an interesting look, a little bit better. Atlanta blows a game, blew it the whole time, came back to tie, but lose in extra innings. San Francisco still going on. Seattle loses by 1. Here you get Minnesota at least, but you lose the Boston game. And you lose the White Sox game. So basically there's a more optimal way to combine the two by doing something like this. By doing this for which other game? Doing it for the Kansas City White Sox game as well. Let's make that game a 2022 stat version. So instead of a 4% margin for Kansas City, it's now an 8% margin. Even though the score is still all screwed up here. The projected score still didn't give it to the White Sox, but the margin did. This looks a lot better. You're picking and choosing a few of these years here, but your 2020, things were pretty good. This is okay. Dodgers again, Blaine mentioned the Dodgers. Yeah, again, can't hit, just cannot do it right now. The last 2 days, just blowing that series in Arizona, and at least we have that going on. And then here you catch 2 underdogs of Boston and St. Louis in this scenario. So there are good things to be had here, but overall more of a choppy day. Certainly not as good of a day as the 26th. And another thing I wanted to mention is I have a friend who gives me his picks now, a friend who I got into this. He's making 3 picks a day. Today he picked, I believe, the Yankees, the White Sox, and he picked Tampa Bay. Okay, I think those were the 3 he picked. And he was able to, Minnesota, the White Sox, and Tampa Bay he picked. Now, he likes home teams, which is kind of interesting. So I was thinking, well, how are our home teams doing? And our home teams, you can see, are doing okay. How did they do yesterday? Great yesterday. How about the day before? The only 1-1 that we had. So home teams is an interesting way to look at things. Now, our away teams have been doing pretty good. Not as well that day, but still good, pretty good. Not the good day on the 26th. Still good. So both are doing good, but if you want to focus more on home teams because home teams have an inherent advantage of batting last and all that goes with that throughout the game, then you can use the slicer now for home and just focus on those games more and see what their results are. So that's the update for the recap for Wednesday. There will be a Thursday video. We got a couple more days of this, and then I'm taking a break from sports for a while to do other things. So I know I'll answer questions and stuff, and I'll still do periodic videos, but you guys got to update this stuff yourself, so learn how to use it, and may all your picks be winning.